Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Daring Player Squad.
Welcome to the Daring Player Squad channel. My name is Rashi.
What up?
Hello.
My name is Joyce of the Daring Player Squad, and
I got you. I'm moving out of the area really quick.
oh no! God!
I swear to sweet Jesus Christ, if there's someone in here, I'm gonna.
Oh. Excuse me. That's gotta be P, honestly.
Literally telling me that I'm a punk bitch. Inventory. Excuse me.
Come on. Yes. Maybe we should get a robe and wizard hat for some guy.
Sora, do you see dead people?
Doesn't matter who you love, everyone's got a pooper.
No, Cloud, you son of a bitch!
Oh, he's so. Oh, Jesus Christ!
And this is the Daring Player Squad. Hold on.
A winner is you!
Bitter Renegade. Hey, good timing. Haha. I should use a different screen. Hold on a second. Is this a better screen? It's okay. Whatever. It's fine. Also, there's too much not green screen showing off at that point. Hello there. Welcome to the Daring Player Squad. My name is James, and welcome to a fun little, before we play video games for reals, a little bit of what we did over the weekend. So as y'all know, I am a member of Saber Guild, a not-for-profit, Lucasfilm recognized Star Wars costume club that specializes in lightsaber combat and shows, and we do that all for children's charity. And we just did a show over the weekend. Anyways, Nocturna, hello, good to see you. It's been a minute. So we were out on May the 4th, as all good Star Warses do, to do stuff. We were kind of lucky, though. Our group specifically is that we got invited by the local SCA people, the Society of Creative Anachronism, to come out to their May 4th, tournaments. Like, they were having sword tournaments. So they wanted us to come in, do a kids show, do a little intermission, halftime demonstration between their fights. And we had a really good time. Work has been insane. Glad to finally catch a stream. I'm glad too. Yeah, so we had a really, really good time. Not without its own stresses and struggles, obviously, but overall, it was probably one of the more unique events going on over the day that we got to do. Not a lot of the other clubs got to do stuff quite like that, but again, we're a little bit specialized in that sense, and that's what's part of the fun of it, and that's what I enjoy. So I've got a big blank screen, as y'all can see, because we're gonna throw up some videos and pictures and stuff. So, Jar, what the hell? Hello. How the hell are you doing, man? So I'm just gonna quickly throw up that picture. Where are you? Dying? Oh no. Dying's not good. Dying is sad. Aren't we all just constantly in a state of dying? That's just life, you know? Anyways. Pretty much. So let's see. I set this that if I click this, I will get my VLC player. Yay! So I'm so happy that VLC players, I finally figured out how to get that to work. This simplifies things greatly. So there's us. The 6 active members of the local area that has time for this kind of stuff, plus a couple of the local SCA people, plus a couple assorted friends. No, we had a really good day. So the local group, the Barony of Lionsgate, that encompasses most of Greater Vancouver. They are part of the Principality of Tirig, which is mostly West Coast, Canada up to Alaska and down to not quite Portland. And in the Kingdom of Antir, which is pretty much the entire West Coast up to the bottom of Oregon. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I like the varying amounts of effort people went through for this. Just how much time they also had pre-stuff. Yeah, a bit of that. Like, are you talking about costume-wise? Like, for sure, some people definitely like went full on. We got jeans and t-shirt, then person who's blue. Oh, yeah. So, how do we go through? So, if you see, so there's my stupid ass, and then we got to my left. That's Kim, who's I think is Kim. You still in here? Kim's totally in here. Next to below us, we have Seb and Gabby. Gabby's the blue one. Ren is here. Yes, there's Ren. Next to the blue one, that's Neville. He is the boss. He is the local director of our club. So he is the captain. And then directly behind him, that's Nick. Nick just got approved. His costume was approved. He did not choose to wear it though because they were minimal changing possibilities in the park. In terms of SCA people, there's the fellow in the Jedi robes between Nick and myself. So he's an SCA guy, but he dressed up coded Star Wars, but still doing like the medieval thing that the SCA does. Same thing on the directly right here. She was mostly our contact on the grounds and who was talking to us back and forth about setting it up. So that was cool. And then next to Nick with the pendant, that was Kim's friend. Is she a member of the SCA? Or are they a member of the SCA? It seemed like they had a good sense of what was going on, and they came kind of dressed in. Thank you. I had a suspicion that I messed that up. They ain't. They just came by to support. Okay, so they just knew that there was a thing going on. So they got mostly dressed up to suit the occasion. Same with on the far right. That's V. He just started coming out to practices a little while ago, so he was like, I can come out to this. So he came out and hung out with us for a bit and had a good time. So same thing. I had a couple people from like my work. Well, okay, one person from my work, and they brought their best friend to play, and they had so much fun. Apparently all day at work they were showing videos of like all the stuff they were doing and the choreo that they learned and all that. It was that's great. Anyway, so that's what we were up to. It was also really sweet of them. After we were all done, they were giving us like all these cool little gifts. Like there was literally a bag of just stuff. So we kind of divvied up what was in there. There was like handmade pin cushions, some sewing kits. There was a cutlery wrap, a fabric one. I ended up going home with the handmade. Those are supposed to be vines, but they got green screened out. A hand-painted 9-man Morris board with stones to go with it. That went home with me because I'm the only person who knows what 9-man Morris is. Were they like, okay, James actually has... Oh, this one at work actually knows, like, they go to cons as well, so we actually hung out well, we didn't hang out, but we talked a bunch during Fan Expo. No, they are also a massive nerd, so they know what's up. They know what's up. So yeah, so let me show you some of this the hilarious stuff we were getting into. So first off, Society of Creative Anachronism, if you are not familiar. They basically are like medieval reenactors, I guess is the right answer. So like I said, they have kingdoms broken down across the world. They have that break down into principalities, that break down into baronies and hamlets and all this. Like it's a big society and varying degrees of seriousness. These guys weren't super serious, so I think we understood the tone of what it was supposed to be pretty quickly. All I heard is It was Society of Creative Anachronism. And that's mostly because they will dress up anything from 1066 to like 1699. Anywhere, any kind of dress or something that makes sense in that period. Of all varying periods. There were some people actually dressed up in like East Asian garb as well. So there's like a lot of potential for just how you want to carry yourself. So let me see. Without further ado, for example, I'm gonna kill the music for a second. Huh. So this was the rapier competition. This was there were 4 competitions that were going on. There was rapier, there was armored combat, there was archery, and there was thrown weapons. We got to play around with some of the thrown weapons and archery. That was really fun. I kind of regret not throwing the knives, but that's sort of some javelins that that was fun.
Oh, okay.
That's
very, like, SCA rules.
Yeah, so I'm just muttering to Seb about their rule set. You know, it's different from like HEMA rules where it's like once you're hit, you're hit, and depending on how good the hit is, you're out. They do a thing where, you know, if you get hit in the arm, you lose the arm. If you get hit in the legs, you take knees. You go on your knees. So I think so the one on the left got winged in her offhand, so now she can't use her dagger anymore. Oh, got stabbed in the leg. So this just happened to be one of the fights that I chose to film. It went on for quite a while. The one on the right actually was a noticeably older woman, so I imagine she's been fencing for a really long time. And yeah, just hearing people kind of muttering while they do the stuff was kind of fun. Yeah, and of course the other thing was because these guys, Ren Fair is life.
Yeah,
and that's the thing because SCA isn't technically Renaissance Fair, not exactly. They're kind of their own thing.
Then it's over, yeah.
But for all intents and purposes, like very much that same kind of vibe.
It's like inside of the arm or outside of the arm.
Yeah, they've got a full-on war coming up in like Chilliwack or something. I'll double check where it is. But I'll show you some armored combat in a bit. But at the start of the day, it was all rapier. With horses, yeah. Maple Ridge? Oh, okay. You know what? Maple Ridge is not so bad. That's better than Chilliwack. Yeah. And then sometimes it's over really fast.
Saving you for when you know what you gotta do. Making me work out there. Yeah.
So we were standing right in front of the the pavilion where people were registering. A lot of things are better than Chilliwack. Yeah. What's this one? Yeah, so this guy, instead of using his sword and rapier and dagger, he's going rapier and shield. Oh. Chilliwack so far. And boom, and he got stabbed in the leg. I don't know. And he gets stabbed in the arm, he loses his arm, and stabbed in the other arm, so he's done.
It's like the finished our fight.
As we commented, that's how our fight ends. So my understanding was it's a round robin tournament. That's how that works. It's round robin, and then they score it up, and then you have your finals. And the finals, that's when it gets really cute because I didn't film any of it, but that's when they get into like bow to your honored opponent, bow to the lords, bow to the person who gives you inspiration. So I guess you have, like a loved one or something. It's like it's cute. So they're really trying to do as much in the style as they can. Let's see. So these are all like the non-show videos, just seeing what else we had. Yeah, here's armored fighting. Here's armored fighting. And it's over. Oh, it was a double highway that leads you out of Abbotsford. Yeah. I do love the highway that leads you out of Abbotsford. Yeah. So this was a double. This was a double. So essentially, no, doesn't count. So they start again. And this was the point where it's like you would just hear thwaps throughout the park, just whap, whap, whap.
Don't hurt him, man. Don't hurt him.
Oh, he got hit. Yeah, there's a lot of honor system definitely with this. And
Oh my god.
and bang. And so that's when you watch that stuff. We're just like, so because we pretend to fight, so we're like, oh man, are these guys just gonna be like just cringing as we like do our spinnies and shit? So I was I was a little nervous about that. I wasn't too nervous about it because I was aware that even they like kind of roleplay a little bit when they fight, and like when they get hit good, they'll take like dramatic like death falls and stuff. So I wasn't too worried, but still a little bit. What's this one? Oh, this is Kim. That's Ren. They tried to fight in the ditch. It didn't work so good. Stupid sunflowers. So we just wanted to get a fight in the can, just on our own time. Ugh. Just. I've literally spent the past like 2-3 days just commenting on how beautiful Kim's punches have become. We're gonna go back and watch that punch again because it's so good. That's not the punch. Bam! So good. So good. Yeah, so this is we found the archery range, so we all went out and shot some arrows a bit. There's a lot of just like learning how to safely shoot arrows, and for some of us it was like a refresher. Like I think Seb has done a bit of archery before. I done archery like a decade ago. Last time I shot a bow.
Lower.
Oh.
You know lower.
Let's see. Who else do we have? So there's. I hit the target once, but I also found an arrow deep in the bushes that no one else spotted.
Oh, good job, Malice!
I know.
Oh, this reminded me of that thing we did for your birthday. Yeah. Yeah, that guy moved to Nanaimo. Oh. Actually, funny fact is the guy that ran that. Yeah, I know. The funny thing about that guy was, it turned out that guy's brother actually started coming out to practices a little bit with us. He was a unique character. Yeah, that was a fun day. This is actually an interesting little bit about the archery is...
He's doing a western.
What ended up happening was Nick over here, he was doing, instead of doing a western, like, Mediterranean draw with, like, the 3 fingers and pull back, he was doing, like, a thumb pinch, which is, like, very, like, Eastern, like, Mongolian style. And I don't know, I don't think anyone showed him that, but he chose to do that. So at which point the guy wrangling the range just told him, yeah, Nick, what the heck? Why were you doing that? So that's why the guy told him, you know what, if you're gonna draw like that, put the arrow on the right side of the bow. So Nick did. You're telling Nick everything here. It's like, Nick, were you aware that that's what happened?
He's doing something funny with his hands, so we're gonna.
I like horses.
Well then.
It was closer. And he just Seb, and he like.
Whoa!
It was just high. He just misses. And that's funny. All right, what's this last video we have
On
here?
your face.
Oh.
Point your finger. Corner of your mouth.
Yo!
Always the same spot.
Yeah, he said it uncertainly.
Nick figured it out.
Because if you use your
Oh, did Nick hit the target?
face, point your finger. Corner of your mouth.
Oh, he totally did.
Always the same spot every time. Yes.
Nick figured it out.
Because if you use your thumb,
Once.
Rest on the right.
Yeah, I had a pretty good shoot. I think I got it 4 out of 6 on target. One was like dead center on target, so that felt good. Anyways, you weren't here to watch us shoot arrows. Y'all came out here to watch us kill each other with lightsabers. So let's get to that. Where is it? So this is we were fortunate that we had Mr. Nick, the one with the Mongolian draw. He got a good angle on the film, and Neville the boss got an angle from another side. I came out here because I have a break while my son is napping. Oh, I got to get to it right now then. So the funny thing is, I was able to put the video together. I was even able to put the audio over top of each other, so I get a little bit more stereo sound. But every now and then, when the clips like stop overlapping, the audio cuts out funny, and then I feel bad. But that's because I'm wearing headphones. When I was showing people on just at work on my phone, it wasn't so bad. We did this in between after they were done the rapier tournament. We got to come out and do a little demonstration. So it was just a little like 5-10 minute sideshow for these guys. And they were very receptive to what we did. And let me show you what we did.
Specifically, we are Alderaan Temple, our local group from right here in BC.
Also, Neville's breathing really hard, and that's unfortunate.
Our other sister clubs like the 501st Legion, the Rebel Legion, Mandalorian Mercenaries. The big difference between us and them, well, we get to hit each other. More to that, obviously, but we'll get to that later. My name is Jedi Knight Jack Elligan. I will be your Lothcat Wrangler for
Be
the
your
day.
Lothcat Wrangler, he says.
And I would love nothing more than to demonstrate.
It was an exhausting day.
From a more civilized day.
I do love breathing. This is true. That's like my whole character arc.
So let's start with our first demonstration. This is Jedi Master Ziga Dovan and her apprentice Padawan Kieran Ardarian.
Yeah.
This is Chi-Cho.
So it was just us frantically like learning this like dialogue.
Chi-Cho, also known as Form 1, is the most basic form of lightsaber combat with which most Jedi begin their training. Many fundamental movements and angles of attack and defense can be found in this direct, reliable style.
I intend one day
It's
that
also a lot longer than I remember.
we could probably do this show with music, and it would be awesome. But of course, we were out in the park with medievalists, so we would not have electricity.
Thank you, Riga and Kieran. Demonstrating scoring.
Even Gabby just kind of like, just had to have a breath.
Karasu, also known as Form 3, is the most defensive form of lightsaber combat.
Old
as
boombox with
created
deep
by
batteries.
a one
Yeah, but also, I mean, at that
Jedi
point, it's like
one.
their whole thing is that they're like doing a medieval reenactment. So I was like, you know what? Let's not worry about music.
Calculated means of dealing with their opponents.
We will do as the Romans do. You also probably notice in the background there's a Mandalorian mercenary back there.
Up next, we have Kieran demonstrating Makashi.
Yeah. Oh, so dynamic. The camera. Bluetooth speaker from cell phone. Yeah. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let's not worry about it. I will shout very loud, and we will just deal.
Lightsaber on lightsaber single combat.
What?
Style attributed to former Jedi Count Dooku, Akashi is known for being a graceful, efficient style.
Oh.
Thank you, Garrett. Up next, we have Jedi Knight Jayla Ben demonstrating Gem So.
I'm just gonna quickly pause for a hot second. So the comedy here, what if we just get a big drum? Ooh, actually drum would have been good. It's okay. So the comedy here is I just called out Jedi Knight Jayla Ven. That was megaphone for bit. Should I have been playing a big drum the whole time? We needed a drum, a lute, a flute, and a violin. That's what we needed. Bet Bath don't exist anymore. But yeah, Jayla Ven was the Jedi name of Alderaan Temple, our group's previous local director before they moved to New Zealand. So I remember I was asking them, hey, how did you pronounce your Jedi name? Was it Jayla or Jila? And they were like, Jayla. I was like, okay. And I just sent them like a screenshot of a friend was asking what hilt you're using. Mine's an Ultra Sabers called the Fallen. It's based off of Cal Kestis from Jedi Knight Fallen Order or a Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor. Everyone has their version by now. Ultra Saber was one of the first ones. They sell them on Temu. Are they as good though? He said someone as he's using. Okay. But yeah, so I sent Caroline, the previous local director, a chunk of script where basically he's using the same. Nice. Yeah, it's an okay. Apparently they made a new one called the I forget what they called the new version of, but it's apparently lighter. So I was like, you sons of bitches. All right, it's fine. But yeah, so I put the old boss's Jedi name into the script as a missing Jedi. Maybe because the bad guy killed them. I don't know.
Jayla? That's not Jayla. Darth Malice, what the heck are you doing here? You need to go right now.
Get out here.
I'm not announcing you demonstrating Gem So. The Baron and Baroness only gave us so much time. Fine. You demonstrate Gem So. You never come
I can't catch what sets them off.
Forever. Up next, demonstrating Gem So.
Yes, because I like him, she says. So Seb here does an unnecessarily extra version of this form. He takes some liberties with it. Kim's already breaking. Yes, Seb got approved last summer. He is number 1103, I believe.
I guess that's why it's a popular form between Jedi and Sith.
Yes, Seb is fully approved, and we've already done. We did a summer show. It was the sounds. It was the sounds. He's got his fucking ki going the whole time. So funny. Well, Gabby clapped for him. I said hi from our SFU Filipino Club days. Oh, of course, yeah. All right. Tap for the good shit. And now it's time to go. Seeing a lot of consumption of mango. Is this karaoke and mangoes? Is that what it is? Oh, and the headbutt. Seb says that was. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that in a second.
What are you doing?
Watching Pacquiao fights.
Rita!
Ugh. And that marks the first onstage death in the history of Alderaan Temple. So Gabby has that legacy forever now. Yeah. Riga got moited.
I owe you one.
The other thing I found was really fun was this. I think got me out of the house, so I can't complain. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened.
Oh, you got that. 1-1.
Which is like everyone was swinging for the fences, and it looks so good. I'm so. This fight sequence looks so. Oh shit! He got me. There's one dude in the back just claps like mad.
At my feet.
Ah. Okay. And this is where the comedy of this show came in, where I was like, hey, this is SCA. You know what we should do? So it's like, chop him in the arm, and then he can't use the arm anymore. And then later we'll chop him in the leg, and he won't be able to use his leg, and I'm dead. Oh, here you go, the punch! Oh, so good! So good! Yeah, so good over there. I'm gonna get them a dagger. Excuse me, sir. The one in the black with the red gloves, they were shooked. Oh, and then Kim rolled their ankle. Kim, you poor bastard. Yeah, Kim's injured. Kim's injured!
That specializes in lightsaber choreography and shows. If you want to talk to us more about what we do, feel free. We love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah, get better soon, Kim.
We're excited to see it. We'll see y'all. May the 4th be with you.
Hey, John, hello. How everyone is waiting. Yeah, they were so hype. It was wild. And then again, because it's like their culture. So as we walk out, it was like, let's give 3 cheers for Alderaan Temple. Hip hip, and everyone goes huzzah! Hip hip, huzzah! Hip hip, huzzah! I was like, it's for us, and it felt so nice. Just oh, it was cool. Yeah, John, we had 2 angles going at the same time. So yeah, I was cutting back and forth. So I'm just gonna try to find a couple bits that are very cute.
Go right now.
They can appreciate what it takes, but yeah, just likes people cheering for him. I'm sure. Well, it's just like I enjoy entertaining people. Like I won't say no if people are cheering for me. Go get him. Because I usually don't get that. I will actually also say that this is the first time that Seb has gotten such a good positive reaction from people. Because during Fan Expo, the kids just wanted to take him down. He had a 0% approval rating. There's usually at least a couple kids that is like, I'm gonna join the Sith. Just I don't know what it was, but with Kim there being the audience like surrogate to latch onto. As the underdog of the situation, just everyone was on Kim's side, and no one was on. People can help but love a good heel, yeah. And I guess like when he's going, he gets us all. I don't know. Someone we know there was someone actually cheering for our characters. I wouldn't be surprised if that was Cadence, like my work associate, because they watched a bunch of our shows at Fan Expo. like, boom, just Kim's already cracked. Gabby's trying not to crack.
Powerful strikes that dominate and overwhelm an opponent's defenses, which I.
Yeah. And same thing here is because when we were practicing this, I was trying to find a good excuse and reason for him to be able to, like, you know, slash me in the head. So up until that point, it was mostly I would just get in his face and just, like, poke him in the chest. And when my hand is up, that's when he would go and grab and zap. But then during practices, because it was all like unscripted, just like free form practicing, Gabby and Kim started muttering stuff like Dak, deal with your boyfriend. They were saying stuff like that. So at some point, I turned around to look at them and go, "He's not my boyfriend." And that's when he took the opportunity to just. And that's why when I start approaching him, they start giggling. Because they don't. They're flirting. Which is why, actually, I think because they were further back and they weren't saying the silly things. That's why Seb gives me this little bit. He's like, "You want me to leave that way? Leave over there?" So give me an excuse to turn around. And then the fun of this bit, I was saying it, just quietly, yeah, the tracks. So this bit, we were all away from practice, so I was like, I gave the people who went to practice some homework. Like, "Hey, you guys figure out a 2v1 against someone with 2 lightsabers," and immediately everyone understood why I was asking for this homework. And to their credit, it was Gabby, Neville, and another guy that comes out to practice with us a lot, David. He actually comes by the stream every now and then too. And they put together a sequence that is basically what ended up going into the show. How did the costumes hold up to the performance and tumbling? Oh, they hold up real well. Surprisingly well, actually. Like, I think it's all belted in pretty securely. Like, when we're done, my shit is always like splayed out. It looks like it's like you know when you watch like judo practitioners after a match is over, and all their gis are like pulled out and loose, and it's just like just bare chest and loose flaps of shirt everywhere. Mine kind of does that because I don't have as many snaps built into mine. So as I move around extra hard, eventually everything starts coming loose, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Old school Hoist Gracie in the early, yeah, his shit was always getting torn apart. The Aragorn look, friend James looks rusty. Yeah, I'm really happy with my color scheme. But actually, even the audience, you can hear them commenting like, "Oh, I really like their garb." That's what they, I like their garb. They were getting a lot of props on their color choices, so everyone just really liked the blues with the cream whites. You need snaps. I probably need some more snaps. Yeah, on that note, yeah, rest in peace, Bernard Hill. King Theoden. Sad. Anyways, so after they came up with the 3 during the practice, came up with the sequence up until the point where Gabby eats shit and dies. It was kind of like a lazy walkover and then a click, and then that was about where the fight started. And I was thinking in my head, like, I got a cool idea how we can make this even more intense. Apart from Dark Extra, no, it's using traditional colors you see in Star Wars media. Supposedly the colors, the approvable colors came about based on just evidence, whether it's from movies, comics, not so much video games, but a lot of comics and books. And like background characters. So there's like, as long as there's evidence that someone had some sort of color in that idea, then they're like, all right, that's acceptable. They just recently added more colors though, so it's a bit easier to get colors that people will allow. But yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Like there's a whole PDF of just like costume like rules and stuff, and as long as you're following them, you're good. Now there's Violet. But yeah, so I had this great idea. It's kind of like the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, where it's just like the 2v1, just the two just charging, dun 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 dun. So I was like, I got an idea for a sequence, and I plotted it out with Kim and I think probably David at the time, and then eventually it was Kim and Gabby, and then me putting it together, just getting a sequence for how we could just 8 hits in. And I had this whole thing. I kept talking to people about like sword fencing concepts like tempo and all this stuff. So it turned into a rhythmic bam, 8 count thing. And then at some point we started calling it the Dorito, because I guess it's what do we call it? It's triangular, it's satisfying, and it's cheesy. So this became I uploaded at one point us putting it together. Yes, thank you, Kim. But this is the Dorito sequence. Also, I'm gonna throw it out there. Kim is swinging so damn big, and it's beautiful. Just and Also, Kim fell down a lot too, and that was very impressive. Seb was saying that of all the times we've done this practice and this sequence, that is the first time he's ever felt wind go past his head from the headbutt. Kind of felt nice that someone else ate the force choke, not just me. And again, because it was unscripted, so I was like, "What do we say?" And unfortunately, because this is how we did our practices. Maybe not. Maybe fortunately, it doesn't matter. This crowd wouldn't have cared. But just always says "Oh my God, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead." I was like, "Oh, she's super dead." Just...
That's never happened before. Enough of this. I owe you one.
Yeah, that I don't know. That might have been cadence, but just I'm not 100%. But yeah, just they really dug this stuff. And same thing, just figure out what's the best way to fall down and die a little bit. And then this dude right here in the background, in the shades.
Right where you belong, Nick. At my feet.
I had no idea what to say back to him when he said that. He had never said that before. And I thought of something, and I just came out as just mumbling. And then... flirting. Actually, there's a small child that cracks me up. I think it's when the camera angle changes. Yeah, this little girl over here. Just things that you notice in the background. Oh, maybe it's not this part. There's a point where she was just grabbing her head. It wasn't a Ren Fair. It was a tournament day for the Society of Creative Anachronism, if you know who they are. So not exactly Ren Fair, but a lot of overlap. Maybe it's the kid when I die.
He's got one arm, one sword. Still here, Idalian.
Yeah.
Not for long.
She's just the small child just grabbing her head and screaming.
Not for long.
Yeah. Okay. just if I take nothing else from all what we've done the past 2 years is that damn Kim can throw that punch, and I'm so proud of them. Honestly, my bump when I die, that was I look at it now and I was like, I could have made that more devastating. I could have like just flopped and just cracked my body on the ground, and I regret that I didn't. I let myself curl down, which is a safer way. It still looks good, but I could have taken a bigger bump. It would have been awesome. So it's okay. It's okay. Next time. And also just like Seb going from a crouch to a 360 before falling down is just that's just Seb being Seb. Anyway, so for comedy, we get to the end. So right here in the green hair and the black dress, that's my associate's best friend. She also came out to this, and she had a good damn time. She was the one watching the armor combat, just going beat the shit out of each other. But when the kills started happening, she was getting shook, and it was funny.
Mercy!
I don't kill!
Yeah, I was and then of course it was at this moment they knew they fucked up. R.I.P. Kim's ankle, but it will heal. Luckily, one of the SCA guys was a paramedic by trade, so he came over, took a look. It's like, okay, this is like, well, nothing seems like severely damaged, so it's just gonna hurt real bad for now. Let's get some drugs for you. So they got some anti-inflammatories, and Kim was having a good time after that. But yeah, so this was the first like kill show that we've ever done. Sometimes just walking up does it, yeah. And it was so cool. I'm excited to see what we do next. The only thing more damage is my pride and my lightsaber. Are you still trying to figure that out, or did we get that fixed yet? Yeah, the Saber Forge. They've got this fussy thing called a kill key, and I think it's just designed for like battery saving or something. But the problem is when you take that thing out, the electronics stop working. And Kim's saber got disc keyed at some point before we had to do the show, so that was stressful and good. I haven't heard anything, so until I do my assumptions that I don't have a saber. Oh goddamn! Oh, well, shit. And to a degree, that's almost why I don't feel bad about using the Ultra Saber ones, even though they're like the lowest quality sabers out of all the companies that make like fight ready sabers. And there's like literally like a loose battery dangling off a wire, and they're heavy, and you know they're not the prettiest things out there, and they're not sophisticated at all. But it's just like if the wires are connected, the button clicks, it goes. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. But yeah. So yeah, that was our May the 4th. We were done after that, and we just kind of went out for dinner. I love my Ultra Sabers, but I'm not too serious about it. Yeah, exactly the same. Like, I acknowledge that there are better products out there, but they are still one of the cheaper options, and they can take a beating. And I'm gonna beat the shit out of my poor sabers for the rest of my life. So at this point, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so we just went out for dinner after that. We didn't do any other troops. There could have been an evening one if we really wanted to at the planetarium, like the H.R. Macmillan Center in Vancouver. I know a lot of the other Star Warses went over there to troop afterwards. Apparently that's a really fun troop. Gabby did that troop last year and had a really good time. So I don't know, maybe one day, but this was such a, again, like I said, this was such a unique show that we got to do. So like I don't feel bad that this is the one thing we did. And again, it was so appreciative. I hope we see some of these people come out to practices later. That would be sick. But we'll get there when we get there. Anyways, that'll be it for Star Wars shit, unless anyone's got any questions or thoughts or feelings about it. If that'll do for you guys, then I'm gonna start shifting into Resident Evil mode, because I need to play that. So I'm gonna go put that away. Ugh. And I'm gonna go turn this off. I will turn on that other music in the meantime. Resident Evil 4 is less about the horror and more about like the cheesy actions. So it's not the worst. It's still pretty gross. But it's not a jump scare game. It's just okay, the scary zombie-ish people are coming, time to spin kick them. And shit like that. So, stream, and I will change my titles a little bit. Comparison to Baldur's Gate 3. Scarier than Baldur's Gate 3, but you know. Oh, fuck, what? Which part am I on now? If you want to watch a little bit. Make a judgment call. Let's see. James plays part 4. Oh my god. James plays Resident Evil 4. Oh, colon. Stick around, Nick's here too. Yay! Alright, part 4. I've done 1 week left on the current job before doing the exact same job for the new company. Alright, so that's almost kicking in. Nice. Very good, very good. Part 4. Where did I end at the last time? It's Salazar time. We'll call it It's Salazar time. We're in a weird castle and we're still infected with things. Pray for us. And this will be gaming. Update. Alright, let me grab a controller really quickly. What? Also, she got water. Get my water.
Oh, Hades 2 is out.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. Hades 2 is out. How about that? Alright, so that is that. So we can close you. As long as we presume that everything else is set properly. And then we will change this to a Salazar time. James continues Resident Evil 4. We are no longer just chatting, we are now playing Resident Evil 4. Yay! This is a mature rated game, it sure fucking is. Oh yeah. First playthrough. Done. Alright, for quality of life, I am going to kill the channel for a second and then pop it back up. So don't nobody go nowhere. I'll be right back. For everyone else, because it's gonna be the end of a video, we're the Daring Players Squad, 5 people from Vancouver, Victoria, who play video games, and sometimes I do Star Wars shit. Anyways, we're gonna play video games now, so I will be right back.